Live. Going live. You're live. Hello everyone. I'm Santiago, and today I'm gonna be testing Lords of the Fallen 2023 on the GTX 1650, 1050 Ti, RTX 3050, and RTX 3060 12GB. How are you guys doing? Welcome. First of all, thanks to CI Games for providing a code of the game. Thanks to them, I was able to play the game a couple days early. So here I am. How's it going, guys? Good to see ya. The i5 CPU finally arrived, so I'm able to stream again. So how's it going? I showed up a little bit earlier. So, okay, this game releases in around 12 hours. So let's check out the requirements first of all. It's an Unreal Engine 5 game. On the Steam Deck, it forces you to use 50% resolution, which I found hilarious because the game doesn't let you know about it. And according to this, you need 6 cores, 6 threads, which is this i5, or 6 cores, 12 threads on this Ryzen 5, 12 GB of RAM, pretty normal, 6 gigs of VRAM, so this will be important, RX 590 or 1060, which I was expecting more, to be honest, on the minimum. And then recommended we need 6 cores, 12 threads, or 6 cores, 12 threads, okay. 8 GB of VRAM, 2080, so considering it's an Unreal Engine 5 game, these minimum requirements are interesting, although it's low quality at 720p, so Jesus. What's with the audio? Oh, the audio, you mean my voice? I'm trying something different without Nvidia broadcast. Guys, if there's any unwanted noise or I sound bad, please let me know. I'm tweaking the audio at the moment. I'm trying to figure out if it's better without noise cancellation. That drowns my voice a little bit. So yeah, anyway, no, the game is not out yet. It releases in 12 hours, give or take. Let's say 13 hours from now. I'll be using a Series controller, Xbox Series controller, because this is not meant to be mouse and keyboard, but it does work anyway. So let's get into it, shall we? UE4 poorly optimized recently. Oh, you mean UE5? Yeah. I mean, it's a big jump in visuals because this has nanite and lumen. So yeah. One second, my family is writing. And I'm going to skip this. No spoilers. Your voice sounds robotic. Okay, I'll fix that. That should help. I'm going to lower the high pass though to 60 Hertz maybe. And the noise reduction a little bit down, maybe to 17 decibels. Does that sound better? I'm a little bit farther away from the microphone. Let me know, guys, please. I'm interested in knowing. So as you can see now, the overlay is very different. Instead of cores 1 to 12 is core 1 to 20, because this i5 has 6 P cores and 8 E cores. So let me adjust this so you guys can see the FPS scanner. How many frames per minute on the 1050 Ti? We're about to find out. Alright, so in the menu with nothing happening, we get 120 FPSs. Okay, so it's compiling shaders, so my CPU fan is going crazy right now. We need Grandpa 750 Ti for this test. I'll think about it in the end because I have many GPUs to go through. Better? Okay, thanks, man. Guys, please let me know if you hear something weird with the audio. I'm trying without Nvidia broadcast because it cuts off my voice very often. Okay, so settings, let's use a mouse for this. My mouse doesn't have any noise. Settings, okay, so by default, just like on the Steam Deck, it defaults to 50% resolution. I think this is no coincidence. I mean, come on. On the Steam Deck though, it doesn't allow you to see this in the menu, which is hilarious. So on the Steam Deck, you're stuck at 50% resolution. Let's push that to 100%. Let's disable VSync. Okay, NVIDIA Reflex, yes please. On here it says FSR, but I don't know if it's FSR1 or FSR2 or FSR3. I'm guessing it's FSR3, but I don't know for sure. New trend compiling shaders, yeah, but it was very quick, as you could see there. Okay, so let's first try with native resolution. It's going to be a mess, but hey. Okay, so according to the game, we should play with these settings. I'm not going to pay attention to motion blur, film grain, and chromatic aberration. Those should be off by default. But just to make it consistent, let's put it on medium. Now let's put everything on medium, just to be consistent with the settings. So 1080p medium, no FSR. I'm guessing that this is, yeah, it's Unreal Engine 5. I mean, guys, this has Lumen and Nanite. So, yeah, you know, Lumen, global illumination, Nanite. And I know that it has them because it says here, in the reflection quality, it says, reflection quality determines the resolution of the reflections. High and above use more accurate ray tracing method to solve reflections. So this is UE5 lighting there. Then in global illumination, same thing. High and above use more accurate ray tracing methods. That's why I'm not using high. Then what else? The shadows as well, I think. No, I'm not sure if the shadows are ray trace actually, but I'm pretty sure reflections and global illumination, it's a mix of ray tracing and no ray tracing. Okay, let's see how it goes. I'm going to start a new game so I don't waste any more time. Is FSR 3? Okay, that's perfect. I don't see any frame generation, but that's normal because the GTX cards are not supposed to use frame generation. Alright, so let's make our soldier. So the soldier, I want to be a knight, really. Man, the Steam Deck, this animation froze for a few seconds. Yeah, I'm going to be a knight because I'm a very normal person. So I'm as average as you can get. Let's just make... Okay, body type A and B. I don't know what that means. Next. Okay, let's keep it random. Okay, this is so weird, but I'll take it. I love that the random always has weird hair. Okay. What the hell? That's very funny. Okay, one more. Oh my, yeah, this is the one. Let's make him completely ripped. You can also make him completely fat, actually. Now let's make it like an in-between. Lots of muscle though, and a tattoo in the chest. There we go, very edgy. Okay. All right, so name, character name, Santiago, because that's me in real life. RGB hair, yeah, that's PC gamer hair, if I have ever seen it. Yeah, it also has DLSS 3 frame generation. I tried it on my main PC with the 4070 Ti. So frame generation on DLSS 3 does actually work. Okay. So without FSR, let me double check that this is native resolution because this game, okay. So resolution scale is at 100. By default, for some reason, it stays at 50%. So I'm guessing the game wants you to feel like you're getting millions of FPS. So this is at 50% resolution, 540p, although this resolution here looks pretty good, even on the Steam Deck. Seems to be the TSR, the Unreal Engine upscaler. Here it's working pretty well. So first, without upscaling, and on medium I'm already dropping frames. Especially, we're going to have a fight with a dragon later on. That one will kill the performance. So this is indoors. We gotta rush and go outdoors. And I forgot how to play the game. But as you can see, there's times when it just likes to drop frames out of nowhere. Okay, I'm going to rush through because I already played this part and I know that it's not super demanding. So remember, first impressions should be in the fight with the dragon. There we go. And a master of jumping. I mean, it's kind of impressive in a way that it's Unreal Engine 5 on a 1650. But I'm pretty sure that on medium there's very little ray tracing. Not sure really. Type B is probably female. Oh yeah, maybe. Okay, so as you can see here we get drops into the mid-20s when particles show up. So I think it's time to do FSR. Hopefully FSR is not garbage in this game. We're about to find out. Let's do quality with sharpness at 30%. So FSR quality. You guys are telling me it's FSR 3, so I'm going to put it that it's FSR 3, but I'm not sure. So let's apply that. And as you can see now, okay. I can see some softness to the... No, sorry. It actually looks pretty good with FSR. I see some ghosting though. Maybe I can push it to high. Let's see if I can kill it. It doesn't look that bad, honestly. I thought it was going to be worse with FSR. Let's see if we can kill it with this. Okay, high is pretty demanding. We lost 15 FPS. Let me see if the global illumination... Or was it the reflections? Visual effect maybe. 32. No, it wasn't this. Post-processing. Sorry, shadows. There we go. Shadows on medium. So high settings, medium shadows. Mid shadows. Are you using your new CPU? Yep. Look at the stats over there. It says instead of CPU 1 to 12, we have 20 threads now. The 13th gen i5s are not playing around. I mean, look at this. 20 threads. 6 P cores and 8 E cores. So yeah, everything on high except in shadows and textures. With FSR on quality. So it's like 66% resolution. So if I bring up my calculator, 1080 times 0.66 is like 720. 720, but with upscaling. It doesn't look like 720, it looks better than 720. Although, man, there's some ghosting in the back of the character. So FSR is not entirely perfect. So why did I use FSR? Well, because there is a parallel world in this game at all times that you can find out by using your lamp. And this is very demanding. It also casts shadows. So as you can see, this effect is pretty expensive. And it's a game telling you, hey, look, we use SSDs. Because it loads this in real time. Pretty cool tech. And thank you so much, Electric Pichu, for the 32 something something donation. Thank you so much, man. He says, hello again, Santiago. So you started a stream, so I decided to come and help a bit again. Well, thank you so much. This is about $8 because I remember you didn't know what currency this is. Thank you so much, man. $8 is a lot of money. Especially, I mean, all donations are optional and appreciated, but $8 is a lot of money for a donation, in my opinion. So thank you, man. You cannot imagine how much it helps the channel. Especially because the donations go directly to me through YouTube, but YouTube doesn't take a piece of the pie from the donations, only from the ads. From the ads, YouTube takes like, I don't know, it's 50% or 40%. So thank you. That's highly appreciated. And what currency is that? I'm curious. And thanks DZX for being a member for 10 months. Jesus, you've been here for a long time, hey? Thanks for being here. So as you can see here, the bridge doesn't exist, but in the parallel world, it does exist. So we gotta move there. So if we go to this parallel world, we cannot heal, I think. Oh yeah, you can. FrameGen doesn't work for GTX guys. Yeah, except in one game, but I never tried it myself. But so far guys, the FSR, I can see pixelation. So it's not great. That's a shame. Does enable an FSR 3 just mean the upscaler or FrameGen as well? No, FrameGen is a separate thing. FSR 3, as far as I know, is similar to FSR 2, visually speaking. Oh, okay, it's from Israeli shekels. Okay, thank you so much for the 32 Israeli shekels. I appreciate that a lot. 2 more months and that little GPU will change. Hell yeah. Okay, so when you're attacking these enemies, you actually get the soul out of them. Look at this. Took his soul! But again, why am I doing these effects? Well, because the more effects on screen, the more I can push this GPU. And you'll say, hey, so far so good. 1650, high settings, medium shadows, FSR quality. I'll remove the 3 from there because it might be confusing. This is not frame generation. Frame generation doesn't work on cards like these. Oops, that took me very long. But we're still not in the demanding area. The demanding area is coming in a moment. It's fighting a dragon in a place with lots of foliage. So that's the real test. This is just the start of the game. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's a Souls-like game. Yeah, I mean, this is actually like a soft sequel to Lords of the Fallen 2014. In 2014, we got the Lords of the Fallen, and it was a Dark Souls clone, to say it in some way. It was super slow on the combat side. You feel like a tank that doesn't know how to roll. Visually, it was pretty interesting, at least at the time I made a video on it. I remember when it came out, that I tried it on the 750 Ti. It was very demanding actually, but it looked good. The thing is, the combat was just too slow for me. So this is basically Lords of the Fallen on Unreal Engine 5, but the game is completely different to the one that came out 9 years ago. Can you do the 2062? Unfortunately not, but expect similar numbers to the 3050, except in textures. You need to lower those. Yeah, the 1050 Ti will suffer, but we'll make it suffer as much as possible, don't worry. While falling, press RV or RT to perform a plunge attack. I always fail plunge attacks in games like this. And this is no exception. Alright. Oh, I can also kick, but I'll do it later. Okay, if I press both bumpers, I get that. Prolonged periods in Umbral. Umbral is the parallel world. Make your presence increasingly known to its inhabitants. The longer you spend in Umbral, the more dangerous the beings who haunt you. Also guys, is the microphone's audio good? Can you hear me, the game? Is the ambient noise annoying? I'm asking that because I'm not using noise cancellation. I'm experimenting because Nvidia's noise cancellation technology, while impressive, it makes my voice crackle very often and it doesn't sound good. It doesn't seem to need a lot of VRAM. Trust me that once you get outside this area, you'll need as much VRAM as you can. But on the 4070 Ti at 4K with DLSS quality, I was getting like 65 FPS on high settings. And on that card, frame generation works, so I was able to get like 90, going from 65 to 90 with frame generation. What was I doing? Oh yeah, and the VRAM usage was like 7 gigs, so it wasn't so bad. Okay, I sound good, it's good. Okay, 6 FPS low settings, obviously. I don't think it's obvious, but on low settings it looks rough in some locations, especially the shadows. They look terrible on low. Okay, so this is the area I was talking about. This is the first time you go outside. Maybe the game sound could be a little bit lower. Okay, I'll lower it 1.5 decibels. So when you go outside, there's foliage. Wow, actually the amount of foliage is pretty impressive. I played this on Steam Deck and I had to turn off foliage. But as you can see, there's still a parallel world around here. Let me see if I can level up or something. Upgrade character. No, I don't have enough souls or whatever it is. That's okay. So now we're going to have a boss fight, but after that boss fight there will be a dragon that will destroy the frame rate, so that's what I'm trying to get to. Okay, so I'm not sure if you guys can notice, now in this part, look at that frame rate drop. Why does this happen here? Well, because there's reflections on the ground, there's a good amount of foliage, and there's an enemy over there. And well, we're going to have to tweak it here. So as you could see, the first few moments of the game is not a good point of comparison. Let me see if by lowering reflections... No, that's not enough. Let's keep them back. Post-processing. Nope. Global illumination, maybe. We're outside. Oh, visual effect. I forgot about that. But see, not much changed. With the foliage though, that's a big jump. The thing is, you can disable the foliage completely, but it looks completely flat without foliage. I mean, look at this. There's no foliage now. I mean, it's nice that they allow you to turn it off, but man, without foliage, it looks horrible. Yeah, at least some grass. So I would say make sure that the foliage is on medium. That will help you quite a bit, especially outside. When you go touch grass, the performance drops significantly. So yeah, let's try that. AMD doesn't support nanite, really? Are you sure? I thought it was GPU agnostic. Okay, so we'll see here. There will be, again, a dragon after this guy that is supposed to kill me. But that dragon, once he spits fire at the entire screen... Ooh, Jesus. He'll destroy the frame rate, so be ready for that. I don't know the results. Again, I played this only on my 4070 Ti and my Steam Deck, so I don't know the results. Yeah, when I go touching grass, my frame rate drops. That's why I don't go outside. I mean, come on, guys. It's obvious. Okay, I forget that I have a stamina bar. At least the dodging, you can dodge very far away actually. It's a little bit OP, I would say. But in motion, FSR looks horrible in this game. I don't know what's going on. Oh yeah, I forgot. The first time you play the game, if you are in this outer world, you get revived once. But I'm probably going to die here. I mean, let's be honest. I'm not even paying attention. Low foliage settings are for real games. I mean, yeah, it's a good performance improvement. That's the point. Okay, very close to the dragon. Oh, I almost killed him at the same time. Okay, that's okay. So as you can see, that allows us to stay close to 30. But unfortunately, this won't make us hit 60s. So let me show you very quickly low settings before I restart the game. So let's pretend that you want 60s. Well, we can put the game on the lowest, right? That should fix it. So low. Anti-aliasing is TAA, so no need to lower that. Post-processing low, reflection low, global illumination low, and no foliage. So instead of 30, you get the upper 40s, which is a nice improvement, don't get me wrong. But still not good enough. And if you look at the shadows, well, they're very pixelated. Less pixelated on the Steam Deck though, it seems to be resolution dependent. Shadows are not that bad. Still, they are a bit more pixelated. But you get a 15 FPS boost. That's it. Let me see if with the boss fight we still get... Because in the boss fight we got 30s on mid-high. But now there's no foliage, and we're still, sorry, we earned 10 frames. So would you play on low to have way worse visuals, but 10 more frames, 10 to 15 more frames? I don't know. Honestly, this is a game I will play for visuals alone, really. How does the frame time feel? So far so good. Haven't noticed any big issue there. I'll let him kill me so I can go and lower the FSR to performance. Yeah, we might get 60 with FSR performance. I'm about to find out. I just have to do this thing, the Sekiro thing, die twice. Ha! So I'll let him kill me twice. 6650 is better than the 3060, yeah. Yeah. Unless you're doing ray tracing. But most people won't do it. The biggest selling point for RTX cards in my book is DLSS. Without a doubt. Alright, so let's try... It's only a gigabyte, the 6650. Well, there's a 3060 that is 8 gigabytes. Don't get that one, it's 30% slower. Get that 3060 12 gigs. Do yourself a favor. Don't fall for that scam from Nvidia. Oh, there is performance and high performance, which this is probably ultra performance. So FSR performance. And let's see how it goes. So FSR performance, 1080p low, medium textures. Okay, here we're getting 60s. Actually, it doesn't look that different from... Never mind, it does look different. It looks more pixelated than quality. I wish it was a little bit softer, but the edges are very sharp. And the reflections are horrible, but that makes sense, we're on low. And we're still into the 40s, so no, not 60s. Not happening. I mean, you can probably get there, don't get me wrong, but at that point, you have to lower the resolution, you know, quite a significant way. Alright, well, he attacks me. I'm going to do some changes. So instead of FSR, let's use the resolution scaler from UE5. Might look better, who knows. Okay, so we're at 50% resolution now. And at 50% resolution, actually, I think it looks better in motion. We're about to find out. But I think for this game, yeah, just like Electric Pichu is saying, I would do a mix of medium and high with FSR on quality. That should give us, well, and a 30 FPS lock. And that should give us a good experience. But personally, I think, you know what? I think it's time to do a quick visual comparison. So we're going to stay still. And we're going to see 50% resolution from UE5 versus FSR. So give me a moment. I need to record this very, very quickly. So you guys... I mean, in motion will be more noticeable, but there's some stuff that is moving around. So yeah, I'm just doing this rather quickly. Okay, the sword is moving, so that's perfect. Okay, 8 seconds. Now I pause the game. Hopefully the camera doesn't change. We hope. So we put this at 100. This, yeah. And we confirm. Alright. And now I record another 8 seconds. And let's see which one is better. I think this one needs a little bit less sharpness, but you can tweak it. Okay, 8 seconds. Perfection. It's going to miss frames because my encoder was overloaded, so sorry about that. Sorry about the lag. And... oh, I need to use iCat, which I forgot that I had. Obvious stuff, iCat. No, it was lagging. Let me stop for a moment. Okay guys, is the lag gone or I'm still lagging? I shouldn't be lagging anymore, okay. So, on one side we have... I don't know which one is which. Hold up. The one at the left was taken before, so... okay. So the one at the left is 50% resolution. So this is not native. 50% res scale. And on the other corner we got FSR performance. Okay. So here we go. Let's compare. We're going to zoom in quite significantly and play the video. So let's see which one looks better. And sorry about the lag on the frame rate there. My PC was dying. Okay, so FSR I would say looks over sharpened, but you can tweak the sharpness just fine. Let's check out. Yeah, I'm seeing like some squares. So I noticed that FSR there's a pattern over some of the details of the textures. Yeah, especially here. I should lower the sharpness. Let's see our character and the particles in motion. Yeah, interesting. I see like more artifacts in here than in here. Also around the character. I mean, on both you see ghosting, but the ghosting in FSR is like small squares. Not sure if you guys noticed. Let me zoom in. There's ghosting on both, but in FSR it seems to be worse. Although I'm pretty sure in FSR I need to lower that sharpness. It's a little bit too much. So yeah. Also guys, we're doing this on 1080p, so we were looking at 540p. So personally, I like how it looked. Well, first of all, let me remember which frame rate, which one has had the best frame rate. I didn't check that. I think it was almost the same, right? Let's check. So 63 FPS on FSR, and with the upscaling from the game, okay, we get a couple of, okay, we get a good performance increase from 63 to 67. So since it performs better, I think I'll rather use the internal Unreal Engine 5 thing. You get a good performance improvement. And both look good. The thing is, on FSR, make sure to lower the sharpness. But still, it's not enough to give you 60s in a fight, especially if there is lots of effects involved. But hey, if you don't mind lowering the resolution very aggressively, there you go. Okay. Sailed better than I anticipated with this option. Ooh. Okay, we drop into the 40s when we are in the other world. But that's okay. But again, the visual hit, I don't think is worth it. I mean, on the resolution, whatever, but on the settings, on low, it looks super flat. There's no foliage whatsoever. Seems to be FSR 3, but I don't know. Doesn't include frame generation though, at least not on this card. So, okay guys. Low looks kinda like Dark Souls 3, yeah, but with less detail and worse performance. So what I would do in this case, first of all, in graphics, let me force Ultra first. Then everything on high except in shadows and textures and global illumination. Those should be on medium. Then reflection and all this should be on high. Oh, and the foliage, which I almost forgot about. 55. Yeah, foliage on medium is very, very important. So this will be my settings for the game on this card. Aiming for 30 FPS. And on the display, don't go for native resolution. Unfortunately, that's not a good idea in this case. Because, well, this happens on native resolution. It still looks pretty soft though. Which is pretty soft, but not low resolution. So yeah, native resolution is not a good idea. So my advice is either use FSR quality, which looks okay, as long as you lower that sharpness. It's way over sharpened. There we go, that's much better. Or the alternative to FSR, if you don't like how it looks, is to use the internal resolution scale. So FSR quality will be like 66%. Still looks pretty good. Performs a little bit better. So up to you in that regard. So keep that in mind. Otherwise, you should be fine. Let's see how the dragon treats us though. Because there's a dragon once I beat this boss, which is supposed to kill us. So just for the sake of simplicity, I'm going to keep quality FSR instead of the resolution scale tweak. So again, settings, FSR quality, medium to high settings. Mid-high. FSR quality, and that's basically it. Maybe try about 80% resolution. Yeah, I mean, that's also an option, but I want to see if we drop below 30 with this configuration. So again, these are the settings. Make sure to use these. And FSR quality with 0% sharpness and 1080p. So here you get a balance of visuals and performance. You don't lose the foliage. You should stay at 30, but we'll see once the dragon comes after us. Did someone got the pre-order code from Instant Gaming? Good question. If any of you guys bought the game on Instant Gaming, please help him. I have no idea. I got a code from the publisher. Thanks again to them, CI Games, for providing the code. Really, I cannot stagger him. It's funny because I beat this boss 5 times already. And now I'm failing terribly bad. I don't know what... Oh, I'm double-handing. I forgot I have a shield. Oh, and I can parry. I don't know how to parry though. Pressing left bumper just before the impact? Okay. Oh yeah, there you go. Okay, gotcha. That makes sense. I just discovered that and I played the game for an hour and a half already. Before this live stream, of course. Okay, parrying is not that hard. As long as you hit it at the right time. I say that while I'm getting hit like an idiot. Oof, that hurts. Okay, he's dead. So now what's going to happen is a dragon will come kill me. Let's see what happens to the frame rate. Yeah, just don't look at chat. Yeah, I'm trying. But it's... There we go. So this is the demanding thing. Again, I'm not supposed to kill the dragon. But as you can see, it affects the frame rate quite significantly. That's why I wasn't trying 80% resolution. But hey, it says over 30, so I think I got the perfect settings down over here. Let's see once we get into the second world though. Let's see, because when you die here, you go into the second world. So more effects show up. Ooh! As you can see, the dragon got tired and sent me this guy. I'm pretty sure you can beat him if you're good enough. But you're supposed to die here. I thought it was going to be worse, actually. On the Steam Deck, this part dropped into the low 20s very quickly. So hey, 30 FPS, not bad. It dropped a bit below 30 in the first fire that showed up, but it stayed there. So we did it, guys. Is combat as slow as the original? No. The original's combat was basically turtles fighting. This is way faster. I'm using a knight though, so I'm supposed to be a little bit slower, but in the other game you were basically jogging around. The parry was like, ugh. It felt like slow motion. This one doesn't feel like slow motion. See, this looks good. I like how this looks. Let's see. And when you use the lantern, again, you show up the second world thing, and it casts shadows as well. This is what lowers the frame rate in that regard. Okay, got his soul. Let's siphon it. Give me your soul. Thank you, I can now kill you. Reduced to atoms. I was expecting worse from the 1650. Same here. I'm pretty impressed. Oh, I gotta get to the other world to cross this bridge. One sec. Doing. But so far the biggest issue is when there's lots of particles.
I always wondered if there were others.
Well, here I am.
You'll probably take it lightly.
Okay, I'm almost an hour already? What? Time flies. Jesus. So, okay. Let's rest. I'm probably upgrading the character as well. A loading screen. That's weird. I thought it was real time. Anyway, so let's swap GPUs. Otherwise, I'll be here for 4 hours. So settings to use, 1650. So on graphics, leave it like this. Then in display, 1080p quality. Or if you don't like how FSR looks in this game, put it at 66% resolution scale. It doesn't look as rough in my opinion. And you'll be basically over 30. Lock it to 30 if you don't like the frame rate going up and down. But so far I'm pretty impressed with the performance on the 1650. I was expecting much worse. Not sure which features are turned on or off when I lower the settings to medium, but hey, I'm guessing Digital Foundry would take care of that in a separate video. Because they advertise Nanite and Lumen in this game. Probably Lumen is used very... in a super consistent way, I mean. Not like on Immortals of Aveum. So yeah, 69% would be better, agreed. Perfection. 69%. So let's swap to the next GPU. Let me turn off the PC first. I won't be doing 900p and 720. I'm short on time today, and I have many GPUs to go through, so one sec. We're doing the 1050 Ti now. As you can see now, the new rig. Alright. Apparently it's FSR 3, but I'm not sure on how that is implemented here. I did try it on my Nvidia card on my main computer, and it had frame generation, but I don't know if that was from DLSS 3 or from FSR. We'll see. Yeah, new motherboard and CPU. You can check that in the description. Yeah, Luigi's Mansion. Because of the lamp, I got it. Is there a modded Nvidia driver? What? What do you mean? Modded Nvidia driver for what? Yeah, the stock CPU cooler is there. It's not super cool. But it does the job. Is a 3050 mobile better than the 1650 desktop? I guess so. It probably is. Let's try again. Sometimes I don't put the GPU correctly. I like the stock cooler on these 13th gen CPUs actually. I was bored of the of the original thing. Okay, I got an image, good. Sometimes the GPU, I don't place it all the way in. Alright, so the drivers will refresh and we'll be back. How do you think the 4070 Ti will perform? I already tried it yesterday, since that's my main card, the 4070 Ti. And it was 4K quality DLSS, high settings, 65 FPS in this demanding area. And with frame generation you get like 90 FPS. So it works pretty well. Okay, we're back. So 1050 Ti, I'm not thinking that the same 1080p settings will do, so I'm going to be directly on 900p. And let's see, that should offset the difference from the 1650. Yeah, sorry 1050 Ti, it wasn't on purpose. The 1050 Ti is, I'm tired, please let me die. I mean, the 1050 Ti has been here since 2015 or 2016, no, 2016, I think. As soon as it came out, I grabbed one. And well, the rest is history. Yeah, there's a lot of good performing third-party coolers, but I want to keep it stock because most people are going to keep it stock. If there's an issue at any point, I'll let you guys know, but so far it's just noisy. There's high temps, so the clocks drop a little, but otherwise, just fine. And thank you Barry 90S for keeping being an awesome supporter 1.0. Thank you so much, man. Thanks for the support to the channel directly. Hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the family, son. And you might be wondering why the CPU is maxed out. Why is it stuttering? Well, it's compiling shaders, but the game doesn't tell you. So the first time you launch it, that will happen. So the only difference here again would be 900p. And same as before, quality FSR. And if you don't like FSR, you can use the upscaler. So settings, again, same as before. Mid-high, ultra anti-aliasing. And let's see if we can maintain 30s. That's kind of my objective over here. And I gotta fix the FPS scanner, one sec. And thank you also to Hadyan Alfaridzi. Sorry man, I messed that up. For the becoming also keeping being an awesome supporter. Thank you so much, man. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for the support, I appreciate it a lot. How's it going? No, las laptops no se puede, thumbs. Okay, so let's continue. So the settings now, again, 900p, mid-high, same as 1650, but at 900p. Okay, as you can see, the 1050 Ti doesn't have it. It's not having any of this business. So let's tweak it further. Probably everything on medium for this one. Medium, medium, medium. Let's see. Yeah, no, still nothing. Maybe balanced. It's still a little bit much. So maybe 720 with quality FSR. Okay, so this one drops harder between the 1650 and the 1050 Ti in comparison to other games. Whoa, sorry, wrong button. So I'm guessing this is due to the new technology. The hardware on the 1050 Ti is not as compatible with the X12 as the 1650, I'm guessing. So we're on medium settings at 720p and quality FSR, so not even native 720, but again, it's a 1050 Ti. The fact that it works is mind-blowing. Yeah, 3060 coming right after the 3050, don't worry, I got you. Okay. So it works, but that's about it. It works. It's okay. Yeah, Lumen and Nanite in these cards is way less performing than the other GPU generations, that's for sure. Oh, okay, memories. Yeah, this is basically 480p, I think, yeah. 66% 720p, basically. Let me do the calculation. Ooh, hang on, before doing the calculation. Okay. So this would be 720, whoa. 720 times 0.66, 475p, basically. So not even 480p. It's a little bit lower than that. 16 times the detail. Will you also test it on the new GPU? Yeah, of course. I'll be testing it on the 3050 right after this. This one won't take much longer, really. Ooh. And after the 3050, we're doing the 3060, of course. We got quite a bit of everything. Okay. So not much else to add, really. Let's go back to the real world here. But it's not performing particularly well. Yeah, here it's even worse. Let me see if disabling the grass helps us. It probably does. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, guys, make sure to disable foliage. Foliage off. So 720p medium, no foliage, FSR quality. And that should do. That's how it goes on this card. Yeah, if you play on a 3DS screen, it will look good, that's for sure. Although, I'm playing this on a 4K screen, guys. And I can actually see what's going on, so... if this is the only way you have to play the game, whatever. You can do it. It's not perfect. It's very pixelated, but it works. So yeah, just make sure to disable that foliage. The game looks way more flat, but what can you do? La 1650 bastante bien, Santiago. Robo en el stream lo vas a encontrar al toque. Okay. So let's swap GPUs. So for the 750 Ti, the 1050 Ti again, 720, quality FSR, and the graphics like this. Medium, high anti-aliasing, because it's TAA, and no foliage. And you should have mostly 30s with some drops into the 20s. Let's jump into the next GPU. Yeah, the 3060 Ti sometimes performs better than the 4060. Yeah, the 4060 is a waste of time. Yeah, what you're seeing there is a Triple Fan 3050. What a waste of fans. Who has a 4K screen with a 1050 Ti? Me. I must be the 0.0001% of people that does. Okay, 3050 on the way. Wow, it loaded already. Their drivers are getting ready. One sec, guys. There we go. Drivers are loaded. 3050 now. We're going to start with... Let's start with Ultra just to check how it looks. And then we're going to do realistic settings because, I mean, come on. That was me. That's not your Windows, that's mine. Also, I did a clean install to make sure that there was no weirdness with the new CPU. So this Windows 11 was installed 5 hours ago. It's a completely fresh system. I had a 4K screen with a 1050 Ti too. You enjoyed playing all games at 4K? Well, that's a good point. I played a lot of Source 1 games at 4K on that card. Well, even the 750 Ti can do it. I played Portal 2 at 4K on a 750 Ti. It was 50 to 60 FPS. Just without MSAA, but it was possible. You just have to choose the correct games. But yeah, it's completely possible. Just got here, CPU, it's in the description. But it's a 13500. Good stuff. By the way, the integrated graphics are disabled because sometimes it was messing with my main GPU for some reason. But if you have the CPU and do video editing, make sure to have the integrated graphics enabled. The QuickSync acceleration thing works very, very well. You have 3 screens actually, 4K 1440p and 1080p hooked to your 1650. Mostly used for work. Well, yeah, makes sense. Productivity is one hell of a drug. Okay, so 1080p now. Wonderful. So, okay, we have frame generation. So, Nvidia deep learning super sampling frame sample generation boosts frames by using AI to render additional frames. Requires a 40 series card. Okay. So, I'm guessing that this is not FSR3 then, because there's no frame generation down here. Maybe it comes in a future update. Not sure. Yeah, I don't see any frame generation over here. So 1080p, let's put it on ultra like absolute morons. Because this is probably a waste of resources, but hey, we'll give it a shot. That's why we're here. So 1080p native and ultra settings. Does the game use nanite? Yeah, nanite. Nanite and lumen apparently. No DLSS. Okay, ultra settings, as you can see. Wow, the game looks so much better on native 1080p. I've been playing this, guys, remember, below 720p this whole time, so it looks awesome. But okay, let's see what happens if I put DLSS on quality. Oh, there's DLAA as well. Wonderful. Okay, quality DLSS. All right. So if for some reason you want to play on Ultra, if you use quality DLSS, it seems to be possible to maintain 30s. Man, the edges are so much better with DLSS. Jesus Christ. Yeah, there's no way around it. When DLSS looks good, it's hard to get close with any other upscaling solution. Yeah, the image quality is very, very good. I mean on the clarity of things. I don't see the ghosting around the character like I did before. Or the main character, I mean. Ooh. Whoops. I forgot I wasn't using the lantern. I'm an idiot. Oh, so close. Oh, that took me out of... That was surprising. Okay, good thing I can stagger them. Sometimes. What? I don't know what was happening there. I just wanted to attack. Apparently picking up items does an animation. Just check, it does not have FSR frame gen at the moment. Oh, okay, at the moment. So apparently it's in a future patch, I'm guessing, for the frame gen. Okay, my health is like 2 pixels now. Let me level up my character. Oh, okay, this is not breakable, really? Okay. And I cannot grab that. Oh, there we go. Yeah, now it runs... On this card it runs great. Considering this is the highest settings. Ah, really? Ah. Oh, okay, you don't die completely. I forgot about that. Let's see, here's when I had the boss fight. It's okay. Let me go back to the bonfire thing. Yeah, the first things that the devs said was like, oh yeah, we're completely supporting the Steam Deck. And basically they forced 50% resolution on the Steam Deck. And you cannot change that. I need more souls. Okay. So now this is again the part where I fight the dragon. Let's see if it's screen space. Okay, it seems to be screen space reflections. Yeah, definitely. Let me get a little bit farther away. Yeah, the reflections disappear when I look at the ground. So some parts have screen space reflections. But let's tweak the game, because no need to run it on Ultra, in my opinion. I don't know what you guys think, but I think it's a waste. So let's do it correctly. Let's go to graphics. Instead of everything on Ultra, we're going to see what happens with each setting. Shadows first, those should be on high. So that makes us go from 36. Okay, one more frame, but if shadows are on medium, we're into the 40s. Visual effect quality, 41 versus 45, 42. Okay, runs the same on this one, we keep that on high. Post-processing, instead of 41, we get no change. Okay, this one doesn't do anything. High. Reflections. This one is probably the most demanding. The global illumination and the foliage and the shadows. So, global illumination, ultra 42 FPS. High 53. See guys, from ultra global illumination to high global illumination, we get a 13 FPS boost. Something like that. What about foliage? Ultra foliage 54, high. Okay, 2 frames ahead. So my guess would be that I can push this to ultra. Maybe when I'm in the other world, this one is going to be important. So let's keep it on high actually. Shadows from medium to high, what will we get? Okay, as 5 FPS loss, medium shadows. Oh, I forgot the view distance. 55 versus... Okay, you can get 5 extra frames with view distance on medium. Let's keep it on high so there's no pop-in. And I'm just going to lower the global illumination, and that should do. And maybe... hang on. Never mind. So, medium foliage. So the settings are something like mid-high-ish. So mid-high quality DLSS, medium global illumination, medium foliage, these two, and medium shadows, these three are the most important. And view distance, you can also lower it to medium if you like to, for a few extra frames. Depends on the scene, but yeah, this seems to be the three most demanding options. Global illumination, foliage, shadows, maybe visual effects and post-processing once we are in the undead world. And all that with DLSS quality. And maybe like that we can maintain 60s, we'll see. Oh yeah, 60s feels so much better. Although you can really do notice the lower amount of grass. The lower amount of foliage is noticeable. It's pared back quite significantly actually, with foliage on medium. The thing is when effects show up, so in this case I need to go to this area. And here, okay, this area seems to be less demanding. So let me see if I can sacrifice the frame rate a bit just to have high foliage, because it does add a big amount of extra plants. Yeah, I mean, look at the high foliage, how good it looks. It's so much more coverage of the ground. It makes the game look more depth. There's more depth to the game. What GPU is this? 3050, right above my head, literally. The thing is, it drops into the 50s, but I don't mind really. As long as we are over 50, I'm usually fine. But it looks pretty good. Yeah, like this I think is so much better. It's kind of crazy. Okay, now it's time to go back to the normal world. Let's see how that goes on the performance. Hopefully I don't need to lower the foliage again. Okay. Okay, yeah, when using the lamp like this, you drop into the low 50s. So I'll tell you two things. Maybe if you want 60s all the time with not a single drop below 60, you probably want to put foliage on medium. I put it on high because the amount of foliage on high is insanely better than medium. In this game you can really notice the difference. It doesn't look as flat. Yeah, there's more options in graphics. It's just film grain, motion blur, and chromatic aberration. The options that you should turn off by default, in my opinion. So yeah, quality DLSS, graphics, something like this, but if you want to be over 60 all the time, lower this. But again, lots of grass is removed. And it just makes, actually, I think it removes some of the parallax occlusion maps. It seems to be now a flat texture. Let me see the ground. If we look at the ground, let's see how it looks with more foliage. Yeah, look at that, guys. Yeah. It definitely makes a difference. I can see also more 3D assets in the environment. There seems to be a parallax occlusion mapping there with high foliage. So I think it's worth sacrificing the frame rate for that. and using the 3060 Ti. I'm not going to get that one. I got a 3060 non-Ti because of the 12 gigs of VRAM. I think it's a better solution. Please guys, if you get a 3060, ignore the 8GB version. It runs like 30% worse, has less memory bandwidth, and you get less VRAM as well, so don't bother with the 8GB version. So those are the settings for 1080p. Let's very quickly do 1440p and 4K. I'm guessing I gotta keep the same settings, but hey. Okay, so 1440p. At 1440p I'm going to use balanced DLSS. Usually it looks pretty good at this resolution. Okay, here we're into the 50s, so again it's a higher resolution. So I might as well lower the foliage. And there you go. So these settings, I don't recommend lowering the shadows on this one below medium. They look very pixelated, but that's also an option. Here it doesn't seem to make a big difference though, for some reason. That's so weird. Yeah, many of these settings don't really change performance that much for some reason. Yeah, that's pretty weird. So I'd say, let's see, low global illumination, no, nothing. Okay, so as I was saying, this setting is for 1440p, but balanced FSR. Here you gotta sacrifice foliage. But there you go. It's usually into the 50s, it seems. What about the lantern? All right. Gotcha. Okay. So as you can see, 1440p, you can do it. Won't be quite 60, but looks pretty good. If you'd rather get 30s, well, you can disable DLSS also. But when you do that, it will be quite a hit to performance. Which looks way sharper, don't get me wrong. But, well, you can see the frame rate now. The magic of Unreal Engine 5. So yeah, I would say it's not worth turning off DLSS. Yeah, I mean, Nvidia with the VRAM, they're absolute assholes. Definitely. That's why you gotta pick the cards with good VRAM plus good performance if possible. But I mean, the 3070 should be at least 12 gigabytes. Nvidia released it as an 8GB card. They scammed everyone with that tactic. Okay, 4K. 4K. Of course, 4K without DLSS, well, you're going to get 15 FPS. So let's use... I'm not going to use performance DLSS because we're not into the 60s. So I'm going to keep it on quality, probably. Sorry, balanced. So I can enable better... what's the name of this? No, I don't want to exit the game. So I can enable more foliage. There we go. Much better. But it also drops our frames, so... You know what, I changed my mind. Let's keep it on performance. At 4K it looks good, looks better than 1080p, but performs much worse, of course. So yeah. VRAM modding, yeah, sure. Okay, so this will be the quality preset. So you get 4K with performance DLSS, so internally 1080p upscale to 4K, but it looks way better than 1080p in real life. If you ever tried DLSS performance at 4K, it actually looks pretty good. And I'm the guy playing on a 4K screen, okay? I know. Ooh, got me by surprise. Let's go to the second world. Blech. Okay, this second world is a bit more demanding in this part, probably because more foliage on screen. We seem to be fine though. And as you can see, the VRAM usage is lower than anticipated. It's like less than 6 gigs. So that's pretty impressive. Next stream, soldering more VRAM. 3070, 36 gigabytes. I mean, there's probably somebody that figured that out. Ooh. Sir, I need your soul for a moment. Won't take long. I'm just going to attack it a little. Yeah, you can also do 1440p with quality DLSS for 30 FPS. That's also a good idea. But if for some reason you're playing at 4K, well, there you go. Let's do the 3060 now. So my advice, again, 1080p, quality DLSS, and these settings. And you should be basically mostly into the 60s with drops into the 50s sometimes. And it looks pretty good like this. I would say it's a good balance. So yeah, let's swap to the 3060 now. The 12GB 3060, the new GPU in the roster. An EVGA card, one of the last of its kind. 3060 coming into scene. Sorry about the messy cables. Yeah, I still can't believe 3060 Ti is 8 gigabytes. Well, they need to get people to buy a 4070 Ti or something. I don't know. I mean, the same logic applies to the 3070. How the 3070 is 8 gigabytes, but the 3060 non-Ti is 12 gigabytes. Yeah, the 3060 is faster. You're still on a quad core? Well, that's understandable. I mean, a few years ago an i3 now is 4 cores, 8 threads. That's mind-blowing. That used to be a high performance i7 in the 4th gen. Remember that, guys? Remember when i7s were 4 cores, 8 threads? Well, now i3s are like that. We're going to start with Ultra because reasons. You know how it goes. Well, welcome to the 3060 12GB, to the channel. EVGA, really nice company. I love their build quality. Too bad they are not into the GPU game anymore, but hey, get AMD next time. Yeah, sorry, I tried it in the past, but the numbers don't add up. The Nvidia videos, even if the graphics cards are trash value, people still watch them. When I get an AMD card video, very little people watch it in comparison to the Nvidia equivalents. So unfortunately, I cannot control that. And I'm not going to get AMD just because it's better in this case. It's just a thing of numbers, unfortunately. It's not worth my investment time and money on the AMD cards if I don't get as much engagement from the people, unfortunately. And most cards in the Steam chart are Nvidia cards. So yeah, this is the most popular card right now on the Steam survey, which is pretty impressive. It used to be a 1650. Okay, good night. So yeah, I hate that it has to be like that, but it's just the reality of the situation. Believe me, I don't like that, but what can you do? It is what it is. Yeah, I mean, I got it because of the Steam charts, and it was very cheap in the used market in my country, which blew my mind. Yeah, be the change you want to see in the world, yeah, but unfortunately I'm not strong enough to be like that. So I do what I can. YouTube is no longer my full-time job, so I can do these live streams more relaxed. Okay, so on ultra settings, which again is a complete waste, we get 30 FPS on native 1080p without any upscaling of any sort. So that's pretty good. I mean pretty good in the sense that compared to the 3050, well, the 3050 dropped below 30. Here it drops below 30 still, but when using the lantern, which casts shadows and renders another level at the same time. So you get my meaning. Still, I wouldn't recommend Ultra, in my opinion. So let's see with DLSS quality. Okay, with DLSS quality we get a massive improvement. Would I play like this? No, not really. Ultra I think is a complete waste of time. At least in this game. So let's do things correctly. First, we disable DLSS. Also, there's a sharpness option if you're interested. So DLSS off. And we're going to tweak it like it should be. So for the tweaks, we're doing the following. View distance on high, shadows, high or medium. Probably medium is a better idea. Yeah. Textures, we keep them on ultra. VRAM usage is pretty low in this game actually. High visual effects. High post-processing, high reflections, medium level illumination, and high foliage. And by doing that, as you can see, we jump from the 30s to the 50s, and the game still looks pretty good. Of course, using the lantern hits performance further, but there you go. Nice visuals. Ah, genial, hipster, me alegro un montón. Bueno, espero que disfrutes los videos. So, see guys, you can very easily optimize the look of the game. Shadows on medium actually looks okay. The shadows that don't look particularly great are low shadows. They are very pixelated, but still pretty good. So this is how I'll keep it. And then just go here to DLSS and put it on quality. I'll increase the sharpness to like 69%. There we go, perfect. And that should do it. So this is high mid, DLSS quality, and that should do. Oh no, don't fall. And now even when I'm rendering the other part of the level, I'm still over 60. See? And that shouldn't show you 6 FPS, basically. The good thing is, this actually opens my mind to, we can do 1440p pretty well. 4090 Ti coming soon. Hopefully, if the rumors are right, that was cancelled. I forgot to level up, hang on. Now that I have the minimum amount of souls to level up, I forgot to do it. Upgrade character. So what am I getting? Strength, agility. Okay, on agility I'm fine because I'm already... It's hard to run out of stamina. Oh, hang on. It also... Okay, that's endurance. Gotcha. Vitality, radiance, inferno. Agility. There we go. And I'm also going to rest for a second so I can recharge my health kits. DLSS performance at 1080p Ultra. Why though? That's 540p. Okay, I see some pop in, so maybe I can increase the draw distance actually. So before I die, for no reason whatsoever, let me increase that. I see some pop in, yeah. So considering we have some room to spare, we can actually do that. So ultra view distance, and let me see if I can push shadows too high. Okay, we can actually do high shadows. So let's consider these high settings. Plus medium GI. And that's it. That should be the best settings for 1080p. Yeah, I can use my 4070 Ti, but on this PC I don't have a good enough power supply to put the 4070 Ti. And I think that's way too high end for this channel, honestly. But I can do it. I can actually put my capture card in this computer and record my main PC instead. So I'll be playing the 4070 Ti with an i7-13700F. But I don't think it's a good use of my time. I mean, if you're testing 4K, yeah, well, maybe, but... I don't know, I think it doesn't feel correct in my channel. Maybe one day for fun, but I don't know, I like tweaking games. And in that card I don't usually need to tweak much unless I'm trying to do 4K 60 or 4K 144. So 4090 can save on your heating bill this winter? Exactly. Ooh, what? Oh, that guy, I forgot about him. Piece of trash. Okay. Okay. Once it finishes loading, it's fine. I got scared from the moment I died. At least I tried. With 350 watts, the 4080 is still very fast. Yeah, but it's still... I mean, it's very fast, but it's balls to the wall on the power side. And thank you so much, Marco Antonio Ibarra Vermeo, for the 20 Mexican pesos donation. He says, "Welcome to the family, 3060. Thanks, man. It's all thanks to you guys for the donations, the subscriptions, the likes, the shares. All that, even if you believe it or not, helps a lot. So thanks, guys. That combined with my full-time job makes that possible. So I don't have to burn out on making a million videos every day. I used to do 5 videos a day. I didn't sleep. Okay, why didn't I hit both of them with that attack? That was weird. You still have the same 750 Ti? Yeah, of course. It's actually in my home server at the moment. Not walking animation. Let's see if I can repeat that. I was like gliding. Thanks, Marco. Thanks, Marco. Paulo. I'm getting this POS up here. This guy can just freaking die. What the hell was that? Get out of here. This is Sparta. Okay, reduce to atoms, good. How many FPS when you play with all medium? Over 60 all the time. Probably 70 to 80 FPS range. I'll show you very quickly. Whoa. Before I get killed again. Sorry guys that I'm walking around in circles. I'm trying my best over here. Okay. So very quickly I'll show you medium. Because reasons. So medium, 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 medium. So you're into the 80s with medium. You lose a lot of foliage on medium though. But on native resolution, even medium doesn't give you 60s, so yeah, that's kind of a shame. Anyway, 1440p time. Bray, nunca porque nadie lo miró, ya lo hice varias veces. Traté de hacerlo en español varias veces y no, nadie daba pelota. Okay, so DLSS, quality, and let's see, let's crank up this. Shadows, let's keep it on medium. Foliage, I don't know if I can push this too much without killing the performance. But I mean, 1440p, I usually put it on balanced. So that should give us, at least in my opinion, balanced FSR. Balanced DLSS looks pretty good at 1440p. My rule of thumb is 1080p, quality DLSS is okay, balance for 1440p, and performance for 4K. And that's usually a good rule of thumb. So this is, I was doing 1440p, sorry guys, I mislabeled for a moment. So this will be DLSS balance, that was my mistake. Dark Souls 3 was weird, low high settings, hardly notice anything. Yeah, it was mostly shadow quality and I don't know what else. Well, and the edges look terrible on low settings because there was no anti-aliasing. Okay, so 1440p is high settings, medium GI, DLSS balanced. Maybe we need to lower the foliage for 60s more consistently, especially with the lantern. But again, the foliage on medium is so much worse visually that I don't think it's even worth lowering that setting below high. It looks way sharper now. Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm in the Undead world now. And I don't know why this area, the Undead world, runs worse. In the area previous to this one, the normal world looked... ran the worst. Now it's this area, for some reason. But again, if you don't mind lowering foliage to medium, you'll be into the 60s. And I like when bugs visit me. Look at this, guys. Whoa. The magical crossbow. No, the 750 Ti won't launch the game. Haven't tried, but really with the amount of GPUs I have now, maybe some other time, but not today. Hiro, ¿qué tal? So if you guys don't like this frame rate, the upper 50s instead of 60s all the time, I mean, yeah, 59 FPS, unplayable. You can lower the foliage, but you'll lose on that grass at the sides, so the environments look more flat, to say it in some way. It really kills the mood for the game, in my opinion. No, I don't think the 750 Ti can do this DX12 feature level for this game. Oof. Yeah, it's only DX11 11_1, I think. Reduce 2 atoms. I'm going to run past the enemies. Let's pretend this is Dark Souls. And the stamina bar is pretty generous in this game, actually. All that run was like 25% my stamina. Oh, but look at this. Staggering and backstabbing. Deplete an enemy's posture while like Sekiro and you can kick him. Yeah, I cannot kick him enough. Oh, thank you for that. I don't know what this is, but I'll take it. I forgot I was being chased. Nice. Yeah, I got a block just in time. There we go. Haha, screw you. And he went through the wall. It's interesting, when I'm paying attention, I'm actually better at the game. So that was me looking at the chat. It's so addicting to look at chat though. Okay, let's keep running away. Yeah, this is the default character speed. This is also the night. Yeah, I mean, I think they took it very seriously from the previous game when people said, hey guys, your game is very slow. And it was. I mean, if you see Lords of the Fallen 2014, it's like you're controlling a bulldozer. So yeah, they took it very seriously. No backstab? I think so, but I haven't tried it yet. There's probably backstab. But I think you had to break the posture of the enemy first. Wow. Those shadows are rough. Oh, those are small objects, I get it. Oh, okay, that's the shadow from this thing up here. Being cast over there. They look pretty rough though. I think these are high shadows, right? Medium shadows. Let's see, high shadows. Oh, okay, high shadows looks significantly better. Look at that. See that, guys? That thing over there, not sure if you can notice, above the head of my character, was casting a shadow here, and it looks correct. But if we go for medium shadows, oh man, they're pixelated, but it's not unusable. I think it still looks good, considering the performance improvement. Opinion on art style, I think it looks good. It reminds me a lot visually to this indie Dark Souls game. I don't remember, when you could harden your body and take a hit. I forgot the name. Yeah, it's distracting when you're moving around. The gate does not budge. Okay, I think it's time for 4K. Let's see, 4K. Okay, wish me luck. Mortal Shell, exactly. It reminds me a lot of Mortal Shell, but with more saturated colors. I think it looks kind of like that, but I like how it looks. Wow. At 4K it looks great. Actually, at 4K I'm not going to try 60s, but it's because it's very difficult to do so. I mean, I'd rather not sacrifice the shadows or the foliage to get 60s at 4K, because the game looks way worse and will still drop even with performance DLSS. Okay, DLA kills the game. So we're targeting 30s for 4K. And we're doing better shadows. And foliage can stay the same. Global illumination I don't think is worth increasing. Yeah, no, this is not going to be nice. No. Screw that. Yeah, medium global illumination. So high settings, medium global illumination. DLSS quality. So we're basically doing 1440p upscale to 4K with DLSS. Looks great. 4K, do it for the memes. Maybe later. Yeah, the menu is very Soulsborne. I mean, they're not even trying to hide it, right? Although the sharpness is a bit too much. I'll put it at 30%. So 4K, quality DLSS. And the settings like this. Make sure that the GI is on medium. Have you tried 4090 yet? No. Too expensive. Wow, it looks so good. It looks like native 4K to me. Oh, I hate... Those are the worst characters so far. Freaking grenade, guys. Oh, hi there. I forgot you existed. Let me destroy your posture very quickly. Sir. Oh, so close. Not quite. Come on. Again. Ah! When I said I was going to counter you, I was kidding. I was just going to kick you. I can break the posture by kicking him, actually. Look at this. He's down. Backstab. Nope. Oh, he got back up. Okay, so backstabs, probably you can do it. But I don't know if I can do it correctly. 4K monitor pros 4090 Ti, only $2,500. If you're lucky. I think there's a way down there. I wish I had a crossbow or something. You can do the Sparta thing just like Dark Souls, yeah. But here it breaks posture. Yeah, these reflections... Okay, I think those are ray trace actually, but they're very pixelated. Very grainy. I wish they put in the... Okay, there's some screen space mixed with... Will I drown? I'll probably drown. I don't trust this. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was going to drown, definitely. Let's go to the other world. And here it drops frames, so... Let's do balanced. Balanced DLSS. And I don't think I applied my settings. Yes, I did. So yeah, let's keep it like that. So balanced. Small correction over there. I wish we had ray reconstruction on non-path trace games. That would be nice. This game really would need ray reconstruction. Yeah, the VRAM usage is pretty low. So far it hasn't even hit 8 gigabytes at 4K, so even the 3050 was able to max out textures. So far I think this game has one of the best UE5 uses so far. And the worst UE5 use I saw this year at the moment is... Oh, so many of them. Jesus. The worst I've seen this year, talking about UE5, would be Immortals of Avium. No competition there. It runs like absolute garbage. But then, this one is actually passable. It's okay. I was expecting worse numbers considering is UE5. Ah, 2 attacks, really. Freaking asshole. Oh, dang it. They have good reach. But not good enough. Yeah, the bandwidth is very important. I think that's the main thing. The memory bandwidth. I mean, you saw it on the 1050 Ti. I know it's an older generation, but that card has less memory bandwidth. And it had way more issues when cranking up settings or resolution. So it's definitely very important because the data now is way more data per frame than in the past. So I'm happy at least that they are taking more advantage of the hardware, but still, some games in UE5 don't look good enough to justify the performance. This one I think is okay. Well, the difference with Gollum is that Gollum is UE4, I think. If it's UE5, Jesus Christ. Well, the other game that I played that is UE5, I wanted to stream it when it comes out. I tried it on the Steam Deck. Is the RoboCop game. It's a fun game. I really liked it. What I played at the demo, I played like 2 hours. It blew my mind. It's a lot of fun. It's a AA game. I thought it was Unreal Engine 4, but it's actually Unreal Engine 5. And considering it's UE5, it doesn't look that great, in my opinion. I mean, the Terminator, the RoboCop game. So the performance is pretty bad, considering how it looks. Oh, hi there. Pretend that I'm not here, okay? Yeah, Immortals of Aveum works on Series S. Yeah, it does. It's basically like watching a VHS tape. They improved it. They improved the performance on the consoles in a patch, but the studio that made Immortals of Aveum laid off half its workforce. So, yeah, that's the last of them, I guess. Oh, here we go. The part where I'm going to die very quickly. Pieta, she of blessed renewal. Yeah, no, not so blessed. Kinda cursed, I would say. I like that I can run so far away. That's fun. Let's see if I can parry her, or I will... Oh, hang on. I can actually put electricity on my blade. Oh, there we go. Jesus Christ. She's very fast. Oh no. Not the wind attack. Okay. Yeah, I was supposed to die there. Oh, hang on. Do I revive because I'm not in the... Oh yeah, I'm in the dead world. Never mind. I wasn't going to revive. Good, the effects don't kill the performance. And she's running away now. Beat her first try? Hell yeah. Do it. No, that's not gonna happen. Not without heals. I mean, to get there, I need to get running and use no heals to get in a good state. Also, the rolls have a very good distance. Hang on, I need to go to the other dimension. Yeah, when it changes dimensions, it loses some frames. I hate that it takes half my health though. Okay, cannot grab that. What a shame. Oh great. Here come my friends. Oh really? I'm stuck? Step, bro, I'm stuck. Medium shadows? No, this is high shadows. How old are you? 27. I'll be 28 next month. I'm getting old. Oh, a shortcut. Okay, okay. Oh, thank you. It will be so much easier now. I was making it difficult for myself. Okay, I can just rest. Yeah, it's not as bad as medium. It actually looks pretty good on high. The thing is, with medium shadows, they're very pixelated in some parts like these, as an example, on medium. On high, as you can see, they have very high fidelity in close-ups. And there's not a lot of popping, so that's pretty good. But then... No, you're not attacking me, hang on. Okay, so this shortcut allowed me to now go to the dead part of the game. The dead... Yeah, the part where the dead people are. So I can actually die with the boss fight and revive only once, but it's a big advantage. Oh, the medium, not medium. Okay, okay, gotcha. That makes sense. Oh, guys, remember the medium? Holy hell. That game ran like absolute garbage. It was because it had 2 viewports. At least this game is way smarter and says, okay, use the lamp and you see a different part of the world because, you know, SSD. I mean, this is pretty cool. I like this mechanic. Visually very attractive, I would say. What is this? Beacon. Oh, is this friendly? Seek assistance. Yes, please help me. Yeah, guys, the medium was a game where you control the same character twice in 2 versions of the same map. And well, basically, oh, and that guy, wait, is that the boss? What the? Why is it outside the play area? What the hell? Okay, I'm not going to go with them. Let's traverse the butterflies. That was close. Okay, it wasn't the same character. Okay, that guy is helping me, so I'm guessing this is gonna be easy, you know? Yeah, this makes the game way easy. Oh, never mind. I'm about to die now. Okay. That sword is very OP. Happy to see that. I don't know what this does. Ooh, iframes. Yeah, that sword is tricky. I forget that. Fire. I need to heal quickly. It's funny because I can die once because I'm not in the dead world yet. Let's see, revive! Come on! And now she can fly! What the hell? Phase 2. Oh, what the... Okay.
Poor substitute.
That was awesome. Man. I wasn't expecting that. I like the design of the visuals and the characters actually. Pretty good. That was awesome. So yeah, I think that's enough for now. I've been here for 2 hours, so I got hooked. But it was nice to test a new GPU on the channel, the 3060, so now I can do 4 GPUs on the channel, so that's perfect. I think it gives us a better view on how a game performs, because we have more VRAM, we have more performance than the 3050, And the most important part is the most popular card on the Steam charts at the time of making this video. So I think it will help reach more people and see how the game runs. Again, thanks to CI Games for providing a code of the game 2 days before release. The game releases in around 11 hours from now. So if you want to check it out, link in the description. It's on Steam. It's Unreal Engine 5, but so far it runs better than the other UE5 games that I played. Runs very similar to Remnant 2, I think. So yeah, Steam Deck coming. I already made a video on the Steam Deck. They said that the game will run on is supported by them. They said, yeah, we support the Steam Deck, but the game doesn't have the FSR option on the Steam Deck. It just tells you, hey, what resolution are you using? There you go. That's the link to the video if you're interested. Basically, the game forces 50% resolution on the Steam Deck without telling you. So you're playing at 400p, medium textures, low settings. And it runs at 30 something FPS. So lock it to 30 and you should be good to go. So yeah, it does work, but it's not perfect. Image quality is very limited. But it's the same game, so pretty impressive it runs on a handheld. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Do 4070 Ti, well, maybe later, but it's doing the live stream right now, the 4070 Ti, so no chance at the moment. So again, 4070 Ti, I tried it on my 4K monitor. If you use quality DLSS, high settings on the 4070 Ti, you're going to get 65 FPS at 4K with quality. And if you do native, you get like upper 40s or something. Sorry, upper 30s on the 4070 Ti. And then if you use frame generation, you go from 69 FPS, nice, to like 80 on the 4070 Ti. So you can get great image quality on that card in this game. So anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys, thanks for watching. See you next time. Love you all.